What it do, fresh? Since we're back at it again, another episode up and loading. Today I brought you another content creator, but this guy goes by the name of Mbuyelo. Crack!
Yes.
What it do, man? You good?
I'm good. How's it?
I'm fine. It's cold, bruv. Like, yo.
It's really cold.
I can't cold. Hey, guys, man, that was like, guys, I need to play. Yeah. But why crack, though, man?
Okay. Okay, I didn't expect that one.
Yeah.
All right. So crack actually started from high school.
Yeah.
Because I was like a genius, you know?
Okay.
And then they usually call geniuses cracks, you know? Yeah,
oh, cracks.
Crack. Yeah,
okay.
You're a crack when you're a genius. So for me, it was that thing of, okay, crack. And I didn't want it to be a C. So I was like, okay, let me put a K instead. And also there's a crack drug. So I'm a drug in a way.
Yeah, if you get a whiff of it, you gotta be too addicted to it. Yeah. But who's Mbuyelo, man? And where you from, bro?
Okay, Mbuyelo Maluleke is my home affairs name. Mbuyelo Maluleke. I'm from Giyani in Limpopo. I grew up there. Okay, I stayed a bit in Orlando when I was growing up doing my. If we were in the States, I would say kindergarten, but because during crash years, you know, crash. Yeah. So after crash, I went back to Limpopo, and then that's when I started school there from primary until high school. Came back this side in 2016. Yeah, I came back this side in 2016. Yes, and then what I am is. I'm just one person who's trying to, to do the most out of this life. I am a content creator. I'm a YouTuber. I'm an Instagram influencer. Yeah. I'm just doing the most, and I'm a graduate from UJ.
UJ alumni. Hey?
Yeah. Second best university in the whole continent.
Africa. Yeah, Africa. But you gotta put it out there.
Exactly. From the best university.
Yeah, bro. So home, is it like rural? The proper side of
Yes, I'm from the deep rural.
Deep rural.
Deep rurals, yes.
So how does your passion start in front of for okay, how do you develop the love for the camera? Let me just start there.
I think you don't develop it. You're just born with it, you know? Yeah, I think that's how it is for me.
Okay.
I feel like I've always loved the camera. From the youngest age, I used to take pictures a lot. I've always loved the camera. So what you develop is the skill and how, but the love for it, you are born with it. Because for me, I had to develop the skills, how I edit, the angles, the lighting, how to, studying different things about the camera. But you are born with the love for camera. You just don't develop it.
Yeah, but it makes sense because some of us, to some degree, we were photogenic. I take one picture once a year. That type of vibes.
And for me, it's like any minute that I get, I open the camera on my phone. Like any minute. If I'm sitting here and I feel like, okay, there's nothing, I open my camera maybe 50 times a day.
Yeah.
At least 50 times a day.
Check the angle.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, okay. During that moment, that's when you actually learn new skills because you're like, I got a better shot when it was like this. The lighting was like this, then what? You see?
You get to see which pictures actually work best.
Exactly.
It's really a small strategy. So I wanted to know, what's actually brand influencing when it comes to you? What do you understand the term of brand influencing is? And how does one actually work their way up into the industry?
Okay, cool. So it's two questions. I'm gonna start with the first one.
Yeah.
What brand influencing is to me is how can I put it? So it's sort of like companies reaching out to people that have audience.
Yeah.
So that their stuff gets out there. So it's sort of like marketing. It is marketing actually. So what brand influencing means that it's two parties coming together and working things out so that they both benefit. Yeah. And of course it has to come with perks and all of that. And also you must have the numbers to show what you get, why are you getting those packs,
Oh.
Yeah, so I think that is what brand influencing means to me. But everyone can actually be a brand influencer. It's possible.
It's possible.
Yes.
But I feel like there are requirements.
Yeah, there is. You just work your way out. You just work your way up all the time.
Is it possible to be a brand influencer with 500 followers?
Yeah, it is possible.
Highly.
It is possible because you can, let me explain to you. It might sound a bit complicated. It is possible because you can have those 500 followers, and you find that whenever let's say you post a reel, and your reels are always getting numbers, the views, because the views don't always correspond with the followers, Yeah, but then you might grow over time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but then to be an influencer, I think you must start from maybe 1K followers. There you're safe, but 500 not so safe, but you can be.
You can be. Okay, yeah. Then the second part, like but you said anybody can be, but so the requirements are not really too much. It's just rather get a proper audience engagement.
Yes.
And make sure whatever you put out there, people do respond to it.
Exactly. And also you must know your niche, because you don't just want to put anything out there. I mean, okay, when you're still trying it out, you can put anything and see which one has more audience, So that's when you actually get to decide, actually, let me focus on this one. Because it's the same thing with my YouTube channel.
Oh, yeah.
When I posted my YouTube channel, it was sort of like I had all the ideas that are happening on YouTube. I'm just trying to find my niche.
Okay.
So first thing, it was like story time. I thought I was going to share story times on my YouTube channel, do pranks, whatever, whatever that is there on YouTube. But then when I posted my Waves video, I saw that actually people are responding very well to these Waves videos. Let me stick to Waves. And that's how it all happened. You see, so
yeah.
It's you develop yourself and you find your ground. Okay, this is where I stand.
Oh, steady progress. Progress. You push into it and you just get into it. Exactly. Oh yeah, but speaking of which, now that you mentioned your YouTube thingy, I wanted to know, because I actually checked it out, see what's up and everything. I saw, when was it, last year? That's where I bumped into it. At first, I once checked out your video and didn't have much viewers, actually. But then 6 months down the line, you were there, over 100K views.
Yeah.
I was over there like, damn, hey, people really want Waves badly out here.
Bruh.
Is it really hard to maintain them?
I wouldn't say it's hard, because, with everything else, it's all about if you love doing it, So for me, I wouldn't say it's hard, but if you just want to, let me give a practical example, I want to go to the gym, but I don't love the gym. But I love what you get out of the gym, because you're going to have that hot summer body, and all of that, all of the other benefits. But I don't like going to the gym. So for me, it's going to take too much effort. It's going to feel like going to the gym is hard. But for someone who actually loves going to the gym, they're not going to feel that it's hard. Because I just want the result. I don't want the whole process.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's what happens when it comes to Waves. You feel like it's hard maintaining them because you just want the result, not the process.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you really love doing Waves, then it's not going to be hard. Because you literally just brush down. There's nothing much.
Niggas just want to ride that wave.
Exactly. Have you seen in the States, they always have brushes. Always.
Yeah. They're wearing drags and things like that. And it's pretty fire, bruv. It's a standard to some. If you don't have waves, man, to some degree, it's kind of like, the fuck are you?
Exactly. It's sort of like you need waves.
Yeah, but you see, still on the YouTube thingy, what made you want to risk, bro, growing your hair? Understand, growing your hair and everything like that. What made you want to risk by actually going to the worst to review, blah? Why would you do that to yourself, man?
Yo, bro, content will kill us.
Content will kill us.
Okay, so I was like, you know what? Actually, I feel like my job is to serve my people, people that have subscribed to my channel, people that always constantly visit my channel to watch, even when they haven't subscribed yet.
Yeah.
But they're always visiting to watch, I'm like, always have to keep up. I must give them this. I mean, what do I lose from doing that? I sort of like, the only thing I was going to lose is okay, I'm not going to feel hot until I can actually get a proper haircut and my waves are back on. So I'm not going to feel myself and all of that. I'm just lost a bit of confidence there, but it was not too much,
But you see, that's the thing. A person's hairstyle says a lot about them.
Exactly. You
That
understand?
confidence when you look at yourself in the mirror, you're like, I'm making a killing today.
You
But the
understand?
moment it's slightly off,
You
bro.
won't feel yourself. You won't feel yourself. So that's what I had to risk, because I was like, I have to serve these people. Let me show them. There's a difference. Like sometimes you might feel like you're not hot. You're just going to a West barber,
Oh, yeah.
If you knew that there's actually this barber, you can actually go to this one and feel hot as well.
As well.
Yeah, so I just wanted to show that part. So I was like, let me take this risk.
And you just went there. I'm pretty sure the moment the guys just started sending on the cuts at you over, they're like, yo. All right, here goes. Yazin, for the sake of content creation,
We're
here we
doing
go.
this.
We're doing this. We're doing this.
And I think there's more coming, more surprises coming.
There's more surprises coming. Yeah, we're waiting, man. We're just shooting and tune. Oh, you monetized the channel, right?
Yeah, monetized last year. I got monetized last year.
And so far, so good?
Yeah, so far so good. I'm happy so far.
You're happy so far?
Yeah.
Because I feel like, this connotation that, people overseas are making guap. Literally like guap. And then YouTubers on this side of the sea, they're not actually making that much guap. So it's like you have to be a prominent figure to make that much cash. But more fair, like you're just going to realize you're average.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And have you realized that in the States, there's actually a lot of people that are making a living out of YouTube? Like, and these people are rich, they're balling. So the difference is I think it's governed by the viewers, where your viewers are from.
Yeah.
You see? So I think I get viewers from other countries. That's when it actually pays more.
Oh,
if someone views, let's say I get someone from
internationally,
USA viewing my channel,
waves.
yeah, that's when I actually get more money in a way.
Man, I should start slanging and twanging. Who knows? Maybe somebody over there can hear what we're talking about, yeah? Just kidding. All right, okay, but it's fine. All right, so dialing that back to the whole brand influencer thing, what I want to know is, doesn't this thing actually like affect your daily life? Because remember, you're representing a brand. You're walking your brand. Your face is affiliated with a particular brand.
Yes.
So, like, to some degree, doesn't that like literally affect your lifestyle outside of the brand, bro?
I think my lifestyle is the brand, because remember, my brand, I'll start with my brand before I associate the other brands.
Okay.
I'll start with my brand. My brand is me, it's my life. So whatever brand that comes to my life must gel with my life. You understand? So it's like that. Right. So for example, you won't be, let's say you pushing, how can I put it? I'm looking for a better example. Okay, let's say you are pushing campaigns like where you giving awareness to the youth about the use of alcohol and drugs and all of that. Yeah. And also on the other hand, you are going to the clubs. You understand? You're going out every now and then. So you're the kind of brands that you associate yourself with must also click with your brand.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like that, because I can't say I'm one person who's always traveling and all of that. And do you think gigs, traveling agencies and other brands that are into traveling won't reach out to me?
Yeah.
They will, because I'm always traveling. So even brands look at that actually. How does this person match with our brand?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
makes
like
sense.
that.
Makes sense.
So it doesn't really affect your lifestyle.
Doesn't really affect you. It's just aligning with your lifestyle.
Exactly.
Because, it kind of makes sense. They wouldn't have approached you if it did.
You see, yeah, it's like that.
Okay, I get it. But what's your take? Okay, what's your take on the whole thingy? Especially with UJ, you see the institutions. I'm pretty sure you saw that they have, is it brand ambassadors or influencers for certain faculties?
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's that thing. You've never heard of it?
No, I think when I left the institution, it was not there yet. They were still trying to recruit or something like that.
It was not there. But last year, that's why I saw it is up and running. So I'm not sure who's this guy. Cine.
He's a voiceover artist.
Yeah,
yes,
I saw Mama Pera, like, faculty, and I'm like, oh, so they're now faculty influencers. I don't know what's the criteria there, but I just wanted to know, like, what's your take in whole that, even institutions now, like, partaking and all that? Do you feel like it should still enable people to kind of like, all right, regardless of whatever course you study, but if you can represent our faculty, is that, or it should be aligned with what somebody's actually studied?
Okay, so I think I'll start here. It's a great thing that they're doing that. And I think it's a thing of it should align with what you're studying, you know? For example, I studied mining engineering. I can't be, what do I have to say about somatology? What am I going to say?
Oh,
you understand?
Okay, yeah.
So that's why it's also the same thing. It must gel with your lifestyle. It must gel with who you are. I study mining engineering, then I must be talking about mining engineering. Because remember, I think the whole idea of having influencers is to actually get the word out there. They can see that the youth is now gravitating towards social media marketing and all of that. So they kind of like doing social media marketing in a way. Because now you see, okay, Sharp, this is Mbuyelo. I look up to Mbuyelo. Mbuyelo is studying mining engineering. I also want to study mining engineering. Then they get students like that, you see. Yeah, so it's sort of like marketing. Yep.
No, you're really smart. I mean, at the end of the day, number two, you know.
I mean, you know, even with the 4IR, it was the first institution to actually take on 4IR, I remember.
Yeah. It's been advocating for that. It's pushing. I love that, man. It's keeping up. It's pushing.
It's well deserved second best.
Yeah. I feel like I should actually bring over Snare to kind of have some of what's now and what's his take on this whole thingy.
Yeah,
so we can understand it better.
What is going on inside.
Because I want to see, okay, why? Okay, it's there, but what's the purpose of campuses actually, or faculties actually doing that? Yeah. But okay, so another thing is, out of all the brands you've represented, which brand are you most proud of? That you've been most proud of to work with and everything like that? Like, hey, it was a very, very, very nice relationship. Huh?
Okay, let me see. I've loved working with all of them. I don't want to lie.
Yeah.
I mean, they pay you. My favorite would be Velo. I think Velo is my favorite. Yeah.
Velo.
Yeah, such a cool campaign. It's not a social media campaign where I have to post on my Instagram, but it's sort of like I do guided trials, brand awareness. I let people know about Velo, you know, wherever I go. So if I'm in the club, I'm doing Velo. If I'm at work, wherever I am, you know, I can go to where there's gatherings, I go to events. Okay. So what I love about that campaign, it pays well. There's great benefits and it's easy to do.
Obvious.
Easy. So,
when I'm like Mr. Criterion.
Yeah, but then when it comes to shoots, I think my favorite one has to be the one where I was working with Nivea. Those photos are my favorite. Campaign.
I've seen photos on your feed.
I have to put in the work. I have to deliver what I promised. You know, or whatever that gets people to stay, I have to deliver.
I want to say something about you don't know how to take pictures. Like, I check your feed. I'm over there like, damn, okay. And quality is precise, clean. And then I go to my feed, I'm like, yeah.
No, but it shouldn't even be like that. It shouldn't even be like that because you are you, I am me. You know,
fair enough. All right. Yeah, okay. Now let's come to the part of you being a content creator. All right.
Yeah.
So, content creation, it's just coming up with content and everything like that.
Yeah.
But then again, everybody's just always posting content, but not every content sells. So what makes you all stand up? Because I mean, your followers actually does prove your following. Like, it does prove that your content is.
Yeah, so I think it's it goes back to knowing what it is that your people interact with the most, you know? Yeah, there are posts that you're gonna post expecting numbers, but you get disappointed. It's also fine. You move on. You just try to study why did the numbers go down on this particular post and compare to the ones that are doing great. You see what is it that you can do different. Then on your next post, you also deliver again using their experience. That experience that you got from, those low numbers and some of the skills that you have, tried to change to get better engagement. So the content that you post must get you better engagement. So you put the work, you literally study. Like, it's sort of like, I wouldn't say it's gambling, but it's like, you're taking a guess. This one might work. It might not work.
It might not work.
And the one that you think is not going to work is the one that actually does numbers.
Exactly. It's always weird. And then how hard do you actually Because you see, man, when it comes to social media, there's a whole lot that goes into it, especially for your guys.
Yeah, it's a lot.
How do you balance everything, like from keeping up with the reactions, comment section? Because I feel like another thing, it's how you also comment on pictures that actually encourage people to, you know, hype you up on certain pictures.
Yeah.
Like, how do you actually maintain that whole thing, bro?
Yo, honestly, it's been hard for me. It's really hard. I think that's the hard part where you have to maintain, because you need to interact with your people. The whole point of this is interactions. Okay. Yeah. So it's really hard to keep up. For me, it's especially because there's YouTube. When I post a video on YouTube, there's comments coming in. There's comments from previous videos that I haven't responded to. You understand? It gets to be a lot. Like, it's so much. And especially now, like, when you have a lot of things going on, it's hard to keep up because you can't always be there on the phone. You know?
True.
Yeah. True. So what I do to survive is, within let's say I post this hour, within that first hour, I will spend that hour responding to comments. Even people that come in late, they will see, okay, he does respond to comments, just that you can't respond to everyone if it's a lot of them. Okay. You know? Yeah. But I do, even, let's say now, you've commented 2 days ago. Now I found time today. I do actually go back and actually comment and interact. Yeah.
Maintain the interaction and all that. Oh, yeah. Okay.
I haven't been doing so much on YouTube though, but I must. But there's a lot of comments, especially from old videos. Yeah, and that's when it's actually tricky. This video is old, but it's getting comments. Now I have to go back to that old video and comment again, you see.
I think it's because, like, it pops up whenever a person, like, keywords when you search something, and then boom, they're like, oh. And remember, especially it's waves, right? One the quickest way to actually know how to get your waves on point. And be like, boom, see the video, and you're like, oh, a whole lot of people watch this, so it might be authentic.
Exactly.
So let me watch it, and then even 3 years from now, someone's still gonna come and be like, yo, bro, how do you actually manage to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
Brush?
Yeah, bro,
I don't have that brush anymore. It's been 2 years ago. You think I still have it?
I lost it.
Or you think you're gonna get it?
Yeah, it's things like that, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, so 3 tips. What are your 3 top tips as to how you can actually, like, produce quality content? I didn't say very good content. I just said standard quality content, for people out there who are actually trying to just, like, take their baby steps into this whole content creation thing.
So I think 3 tips would be limiting me, because you don't need 3 tips. You need a lot. Yeah.
No, go with whatever.
So I'll say there's a lot that goes on into content creating. That's why you need a lot.
Yeah.
So you would need, obviously, a quality camera. If you're using a good phone, good editing skills. Because
but it's fine.
No. Let me get to that as well. Also, it doesn't really have to be very, very, very good quality phone.
Yeah.
Because if you have the editing skill, it can actually make up for the quality.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
For example, there's pictures that I took with my iPhone 11 Pro. Okay. And there's pictures that I took with my iPhone 6S. And you can't really tell the difference within those pictures, because I know how to play around with my apps.
Wow.
Yeah, it's the editing, that goes and make up for that quality.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it does not necessarily have to be, But if you're not so good with the editing, a good quality camera or phone will actually go a long way for you, because it does have the job for you. You don't have to put much effort into
it. All right. Another tip?
And then another thing is you just have to know your ground and your niche when it comes to content that you're going to be producing. You should know yourself. And also, you should also understand that it's not always going to work out the way you imagine it to. It's not always going to work out the way you imagine it to. And another thing, you need to study the algorithms. You need to understand what you're doing and also love it, because it's going to feel like so much work if you don't love it. I love editing. Like, I can literally chill here. I'm not doing anything. If I don't want to watch something on my phone, I can literally just open my video and start editing.
And just go in there and just try to figure out new plugins and things like that.
Exactly.
That can actually make your pictures fire. Okay.
Exactly. That's where you discover new skills. You're like, oh, okay, I did this. Oh, okay, it's going to look good like this. Then you leave it. Next day, again, I'm on my phone, I'm editing. I open a picture, I say, oh, okay, let me edit this picture. I play around with it. I get a new skill. It goes like that. So you have to have the love for it.
So the passion.
Yeah.
have the passion for it, because there's going to be a whole lot of back and forth.
Exactly. And funny enough, I'm one person who never really believed in passion. I think it's because I found my passion very late. So when I was back in high school, I was just like, okay, what's my passion? Remember when we were doing career guidance and all of that?
Hey, hello.
They're like, hey, you must have something that you know that you're passionate about. I'm like, I'm out here thinking, what am I passionate about? Until I came to university, discovered myself. I saw that I actually love the camera. I'm passionate about content. I'm passionate about this thing.
Yeah.
And the whole social media, marketing and all of that, I'm passionate about it. So I was like I was saying before, that I would have actually done public relations instead of mining engineering if I knew earlier, because now they had told me that you need to know your passion. Now I found my passion, but I just found it a little bit late.
You can still go back.
Yeah, definitely.
You'll always go back to varsity, bro.
Definitely. So for me, another thing was like, okay, cool. Now that I don't know what my passion is, let me just find something that is gonna, keep me on my feet until I find my passion. After that, I'm like, okay, sure. If I'm comfortable. Now I'm comfortable. I mean, I'm living a comfortable life. I can actually go follow my passion now, because it's never too late for your passion. Because you're passionate about this thing, so it's never too late.
Yeah, it's never too late.
Yeah.
Unless my go down the street does something. We're not there. Yeah, bro. But I also wanted to know, how's life after graduation? Really, there's this. How reality slapped in when you matriculated, right? Mm-hmm. Got into it, going to varsity and things like that. Yeah, you felt like reality was kicking in, but I feel like it's a whole nother level.
Yeah,
when you graduate,
it's a different level, Joe. If you feel like what hit you after matric, the life after matric, is something big, that's nothing compared to life after graduation. After you graduate, remember now. With matric, you knew that, okay, the next step is going to university, and this is what I have to do to get to university. Okay. But when you graduate, you know that the next step is getting a job. Ne? But there's only so much you can do to actually get a job. You've done your part of going to school. You've done your part of graduating. You've done your part of drafting your CV, sending in those applications, getting a call from an interview, of which I think that's where it stops, where you do your part by applying, and it stops there. You can't go into the office or whatever and send yourself an interview invitation. You can't do that. You can't. Yeah. So you can only do so much to help yourself. That's the whole different thing about it. Because when you're from matric, I know it can be hard to get into university and what you want to do and all of that. Ne? But there's always things that you can always change. But with getting a job, there's only so much you can change. But not entirely as it is matric. Because when you do your matric, you can always go upgrade. If your marks are not good, you can always, but with applying for a job, you just apply and hope the opportunity comes, You
just hope for the best outcome.
Exactly.
Literally.
So it's really challenging. It's really challenging. But it's doable. It's definitely, it helps you grow. When you go through that, you grow a lot, because you go through a lot. You have to manage. You have to make sure you keep sane, Because
mental health is important as well.
It's really important, and it can take a toll on your mental health.
True.
Yeah, because now let's say you're trying to apply for jobs, you're not getting anything, but you're now starting to question yourself. Why did I even get this degree in the first place?
Bruv, know the feeling, man. It's just something else.
Yeah,
you have that. So what advice? Actually, okay, I'm gonna phrase it this way. What advice, number one, what advice would you give to your fellow graduates? Mm-hmm. Because I feel like maybe, based on the way you sound, you also had your fair share of struggles after graduation. But
definitely,
I'm pretty sure, it always happens. There are gonna be those few make it, few in between, and then there are those who just unfortunately don't get the thingy. What advice would you give them? And also, what advice would you give to somebody still within, who's still pursuing their degree, and be like, hey, yo, look, maybe this is what you recommend them to do, so that maybe
okay, so I would say to graduates, people that have graduated, what they should do is they should hang in there, like put in the work, hang in there, do what you can do, and just put everything to God,
Oh, yeah.
Because at some point you don't have control over these things. you know. So you just have to hang in there, be strong, because it's going to be a very challenging journey. It's very challenging. It's a challenging journey. It takes a lot from you. It requires you to be sane at all times, you know.
Yeah.
So just hang in there, and things are definitely going to fall into place. We don't know when. Yes,
eventually
we don't know, but eventually they're going to fall into place. So you just hang in there, and also do not relax and do not have a pity party like things are going bad and you're out there feeling sorry for yourself. No, don't. Wake up all the time. You fall, you wake up, you dust off, you move, you keep moving. Keep moving. Yeah.
Powerful.
And to the ones that are still doing their courses, expect anything. Expect anything. You can literally step out from graduation straight to a job. You can struggle for 2 years. You can struggle for 2 months, 3 months. We don't know. You know,
it's never certain.
It's never certain.
Yeah.
Unless really you always had that certainty when you were still in university. For example, people that have bursaries, they know that they're not going to suffer that much. You know, but they shouldn't let their guard down.
Otherwise,
because you don't know what's going to happen.
It's varsity after all.
You know, exactly. So they should go in there prepared.
Yeah.
Don't relax and expect things to fall into place the minute you step out of varsity. Because we're all thinking. I remember when I was doing my first year, when I came for first year seminar.
Yeah.
I bought this other magazine in a train. I was in a train coming from Katlehong.
Okay.
So I bought this other magazine. It had cars. So I was thinking, shit, I'm going to varsity. Say, excuse my language.
Yeah.
Is it out here?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
It goes here, bro.
Alright, cool. So I was like, I'm going to varsity now. I'm going to live the life. This is the car. This is the car that I want. I'm going to buy this. After 4 years, after 3 years. You see, I'm thinking of about all of those things. So that's how I was like, no, actually reality kicked in and I realized that no, man, this is not how things work. So they should also go in there prepared. You know, have those dreams, but be prepared for anything because you never know.
As like look to the books. I remember this funny TikTok video. There's this guy in jail. I forgot his name, but it says on a TikTok video of this whole ancestor thingy. And I'm like, so I'm over there when you're over there picturing your life. But okay, man. That's some powerful advice. I'm not gonna lie. So, tell us a little bit about your business that you're working on. And I can see you have your art.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I don't know if they can see it.
In my eyes.
So so I started my business, ne? For every business that I've ever started, there was a reason behind it. So with this one, the nail business I've always liked looking clean, you know? So one time I did my nails. I just, took a nail clipper, cut my nails, and then took clear nail polish. And I polished it. I was like, okay, applied the nail polish. It's looking clean, you see? So that's when I was like, okay, I'm starting to love this. I'm a very artistic person. You know?
Okay.
Yeah. So for me, it was like, okay, actually, I can actually embrace my artistic side doing this, you know? Then I started putting art on my fingers with clear nails, you see? Then it went on, because, it's a process. It developed. It went on until to a point where I was like, let me try color, let me try black. Tried black, and then I tried also drawing in the arts until I got it, but I'm still learning. And then I used to go to this other girl. I was like, okay, let me try a nail technician. Tell her I want this and this and this. She did a horrible job. I wish I took it. I was recording. I wish I was doing a video for that. I went to the West reviewed, West content. I wish I had, but I didn't want to ruin it, because remember, these videos are not about ruining people's businesses and all that's why I don't really disclose where it is and all of that.
Okay.
Yeah. So I went to her and she did a bad job. It was not so bad, but it was not as good as I would have liked it to be. I would have liked it to be, because now I went to a technician. I was like, I can actually do a better job. I started buying equipment.
Okay.
And I started doing my own nails. People are always asking me, where did you do your nails? Where did you do it? Because this thing is new. It's you really see it on Pinterest. It's not really that big here. If you see a guy with nail polish, it has to be plain black.
Yeah,
most of them is plain black. It
noticed
doesn't
that
have
lately.
art on it. Yeah.
Okay.
So I sort of like came in with like, okay, if people don't put in art and they always see these things on Pinterest, I don't want to lie, a lot of people take inspiration from Pinterest. So if they can see it on Pinterest and now they see it on me, obviously they're going to be interested to come and do, you know?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Then a lot of people would be asking me, where do you do your nails? I'm like, no, I do them myself. Really? How much do you charge? I'm like, no, I'm not running a business. It's like, can I come do my nails? Like, no, man. Actually, I'm missing out on this opportunity. Let me open my business.
And eventually it started and people are actually pulling through.
Yeah, people are pulling through.
I've seen some of your work, man, on over there when you post it. I'm like, oh, nice.
Yeah.
Just over there looking at mine. I'm like, Okay, man, but what recent project are you currently working on?
Okay, currently I am working on coming back to Instagram because I have been away for quite some time. So I'm working on coming back. So I was still gathering my resources to come back. And also on YouTube, I want to be very consistent. Like I want you to expect a video from me every Monday, you know? So that's where I want it to be. But I'm still working on it. I don't know when it's going to work out, but I'm still working on it. And I'm also like, I'm doing a lot of things, I'm doing a lot of things to a point where I don't have time to actually revive my sneaker business. You know,
you also have that.
That was because I love sneakers, ne? I love sneakers a lot. So I enjoy dealing with a lot of different sneakers, taking care of them. It's like when you love a plant, you take care of it. You understand?
Yeah,
so
you nurture
I feel like
and everything like that.
Exactly. I feel like I'm taking care of the sneaker. I loved it, but now I don't have the time anymore. But I also like to get back to that.
You're also like, okay, no problem. So when it comes to this whole content creation thingy and being a brand influencer and all that, if it was to come down to only two, which people would you like to work with?
Okay.
Only two.
Here in SA.
Yeah. No, it's flexible. Maybe you can have one here in SA, one overseas or something like that.
Okay, I think here I would like to work with. Let me see. I would like to work with Wiseman Zita. I look up to Wiseman Zita.
Wiseman Zita.
Yeah, I look up to him because I feel like in the beginning of my journey, I was looking up to Wiseman Zita, to a point where, because a lot of people were even saying, you look like Wiseman Zita, what. But it was because of the style and everything else. Not like we really look the same. We don't look alike. I don't think we look alike, but the style is the same and all of that, or it's along those lines. Yeah, so I really look up to Wiseman Zita, so I would like to work with him one day.
Okay.
And who else?
Shout out to Wiseman. Shout out.
Definitely. Wiseman Zita is doing the most. I really love his work.
Yeah.
So I definitely want to work with him. Another one, let me see. I would like to work with a female influencer. I do not know who, but I would like to work with a female influencer. Maybe like, you see the ones that are like on YouTube and also on Instagram.
YouTube and also on Instagram.
Yeah, like your Naledi M official. Is it Naledi M? Naledi Mahla? Yeah, something like that. Naledi M official.
That's ours, yeah.
Yeah.
She knows us well.
Yeah, people like that. She's big on YouTube. She's big on Instagram.
And social media platforms.
Yeah, so I think, I'm not saying the second person would be Naledi, but I'm saying people like her. People like, Anele Zondo.
Oh, yeah. You'd also want to work with her?
I would like to work with Anne Lezondo. I don't know how I can get to work with her, but...
you never know. You never know, bro.
Right?
You never know. Yeah, but before we close the show, I just wanted to understand this. Like, when it comes to Twitter, how flexible is it for content creator and brand influencer?
Okay, so I think Twitter is not really that... flexible if you are a content creator, because I feel like the engagement there, Twitter's about mind-opening awareness and all of that is going down there.
Oh yeah,
it's not really. It doesn't give you the feel of connection. You feel like in Twitter you're talking to strangers, because you could post something here and now it's trending. Everyone is interacting. They're talking to you. It's strangers that you're talking to, but with Instagram and other platforms, you feel like you can connect to these people. There's your reels, there's your pictures, and there's your live videos. Okay, there's Twitter Space now, but like on Twitter, it really feels like you are interacting with a whole lot of different people that you don't even know. You don't. That's why I feel like a lot of people don't even care what they say there. They just say it. Yeah, because So I don't think it will be. It works when it comes to brands and all of that, but it's not as accommodating. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. All right then. Yeah, that's it. Fresh fixes. That's it. We're the crack, not the crack. Not that one, but yeah, different type of crack.
But it can be addictive.
Yeah, that's all for me, folks, for today. Thanks for pulling through, bro. I really appreciate your presence on the show, and I really hope that most people are actually going to take a whole lot of things from what you said, especially people who want to venture into this business. Yeah, guys, but that's a wrap, and always know the drill. I'm Nicholas, and this is the Fresh Fix Podcast, signing out.